Guys, welcome to number 9 of the Derby Crime Live, and to start off this episode, we are currently top of the table by 2 points. We've done really well in these first 15 games, but we did raise the difficulty in the sliders in the last episode, so we didn't kick it off very nicely, losing against Forest, obviously not the best of results. Then we drew against Sheffield Wednesday 1-1, then we won against Norwich away from home, so quite a good victory there, and then we won away from home against Leeds, but these games were quite tight, there's only 1 goal between them. Drew Sheffield Wednesday, it's probably about fair, and losing a Derby game, like, form kind of goes out the window, so in a way that's probably an accurate result. So we are going to kick off this episode with the game against Reading. I have added a few players to the transfer hub. If you want to suggest any players, do it now, as it takes about 30 days for them to be fully scouted, so then when we do get to January, I'll be able to sign them. So I'm looking to potentially sign another centre attacking midfielder, because I'm not quite liking Baluli at the moment, and potentially we could move him on. I do like Diego Ferreira from Cagliari, very versatile play, can play either wide or down the middle, and he would be quite cheap. I think he'd be a decent price for a pretty good player. We could go for a younger option in Moses Simon, a little bit more direct, not quite as good at dribbling, but absolutely rapid. He's got about 94 pace or something crazy. Also looking at some players that are expiring contracts, so Andre Blake from Philadelphia Union, very good goalkeeper, and his contract runs out at the end of the season, so we're going to quickly get a scout report on him. I'm also looking at players that might get relegated, so currently in the Premier League, Burnley are bottom, and 2 players that I would be more than happy to pick up are both Robbie Brady and Jeff Hendrick. Obviously Jeff Hendrick more than Robbie Brady, as he is a former player, and I would like to bring him back to the club, but we might have to wait until the end of the season. But I'm keeping an eye on in January, because if, let's say, a club comes in for him and buys him then, I don't really want that to happen. So, also we've got Jay Fulton here, another player that's expiring his contract, and he would be quite cheap for a very good player, probably around 72 rated. And then we've got another centre attacking midfielder here in Ciceretti from Benevento, whatever their name is. But yeah, again, about 10 million. We don't quite have the money, but a very good player. And his contract's running out, so potentially we could get him for like really, really cheap. So going into this first game then against Reading, I can see us getting a win, because Reading, I don't know, it's a weird thing Reading have done. I think they've got a weaker team this season. They did really well last year, and then they've sold like some of their best players, and now they're not looking too strong. We'll make a couple of changes. Obviously we'll put Russell on this side, and I think we'll put in another centre back, maybe even Alex Pearce, give him a game against his former club. And I think I'll put Windle on the bench, because he's actually doing quite well, Windle. He's not scored yet, but in that Leeds game he created a lot of chances, and could have easily got a goal in that one. And again, Tom Huddleston, what is that stamina? 36. It's just, the thing is, if we are going to bring in a new centre mid, for example Ledley, I'm about 90% sure I'm going to bring in Ledley. We do need to move on a centre mid. So at the moment it's between Keefton Bell, Johnson, and Huddleston who we sell. In a way, it's kind of only Huddleston that I want to sell, because of how unusable he is. He's very good technically, but unfortunately, he's our second highest earner at the club. And if you can't play back-to-back games, what's the point in having you? If you can only play half the season, it's kind of pointless. So, something we're going to have to look into, of course. We'll pop Jamie Hansen on the bench, and I think we'll go with that team. Into the game then against Reading we go. First game of the episode. They are playing a 5 at the back, which we have struggled against in the past. We have found this formation quite difficult. Obviously, Aluko on the right-hand side, Bodvarsson down the middle, and is that Stephen Quinn on the left? I think it is. Evans and Edwards in the middle, Obita and Bakuna out wide, and the fullback positions are Laurie Moore and Paul McShane, and Vito Manoni in goal. They've made some very good signings, but I feel like their team was a lot better last year. But still, going to be a tough game. I'm not too sure where they are. I think they are at least top 10. Very similar to Forest. Stephen Quinn on the ball, but we've nicked it with Keogh. He has got very good pace, of course, Keogh. But with Alex Pearce, it may be a problem. And as you can see there, Alex Pearce's poor pass, I think it was. Or was it Keogh's? Yeah, it was Alex Pearce's poor pass. He tried to, like, outside of the foot it. And, yeah, he's made a mistake against his former club, of course. Bodvarsson there to nick it. Make it 1-0. And I'm liking the fact that this is a lot more difficult now. I can't just, like, sit on the ball and not expect somebody to close me down, because they actually do close me down now. Kuna on the attack here. Wisdom's intercepted it. Pass it back to Carson. Oh, we've not quite done that well, have we? No, we haven't. We've really not done that well. tried to clear it, and it just hit Bodvarsson. I couldn't clear it, and it's 2-0 in the first 20 minutes. Not the start we were looking for, of course. I don't know if it was my fault or the game's fault. So I passed it back, pressed X, and he just took far too long. I've seen this problem in the other end of the pitch going forward. Like, I'll press B to shoot, and there'll be at least a couple of seconds before he does actually shoot. And it's the funny thing is, Bodvarsson has only got 2 goals this season, and both of them in the first 20 minutes. On to Chris Martin here. Can he get the goal before the end of the half? He's absolutely... Ugh. I need Chris Martin to be able to score that, and then we're back in the game. But unfortunately, he's dragged that one wide, and I'm probably going to make a tactical change at half time. Against the 5 at the backs, we do need to look to do some other tactic, because I'm finding the one striker just not, like, he's too isolated basically. Can't do anything up there by himself, so going to be chucking on another striker at half time. Our passing at the back has been absolutely atrocious. I think I do need to look at signing some defenders that can actually pass it. And that's gone into the back of the net. I genuinely thought Carson was just going to catch that, because that's how slow that ball went. If you just watch this, this is in normal speed. There's no speed difference. The ball loops in, wins the header, yeah. But how is it's almost gone, like Carson's overcompensated with that. It kind of went through it. I genuinely... kind of too late to make these substitutions now. I paused the game at the 60th minute, and the ball genuinely hasn't gone out for the last 15 minutes, so it's like, well, those subs are kind of pointless now, aren't they? Yeah, it's pretty much game over now. 3-0 to Reading. Probably, well, it's going to be our biggest loss of the season, unless we can pull something back here quick. Into Winnell. He's made the save somehow. We haven't tested Maloney enough in this game, but now we have. He's actually made a decent save from it. Reading in the box again, and it's 4. It's 4-0. This is absolutely atrocious. I don't know what's happened today. David Edwards, the former Wolves man, of course, scoring for his new club, and we are an ultra-attacking, but like, I didn't expect at home as well. This is the painful thing about it. We're losing this bad at home. Can we nick a goal here with David Nugent? Yes, we can. We've pulled some kind of dignity back. We're giving something for the fans to kind of cheer about. But it has been a very poor performance, and I think I will be making a few changes. Johnny Russell, I may just be tempted to sell him in January, you know, because this game, he hasn't contributed. This season, in fairness, he hasn't contributed anything. At least Sam Winnell, I've only recently started to play him, and he's actually doing stuff. And there it is, full time against Reading at home, 4-1. That is an absolutely atrocious performance. 6 shots for them, 4 for us, and somehow Chris Martin got man of the match. I really don't understand that. Into the monthly scout update then from Ewan Nicholson. What I do basically to find a good player, essentially this guy's not going to be good. Like, I just look at the potential straight away, and if that's not over 90, I very rarely actually sign them. This Baker's not bad. He's got decent potential at 71 to 94. Not the best of overall. I like to at least have 65 in overall, so straight away we'll reject Harris and Collins as well because of his potential. Might be tempted to keep Collins and Baker though. I think we'll give them another month because they're only 15 now. We can at least scout them for another month, see how they do, and then we can get a good reading of what they're like. That result against Reading, just that's terrible. Luckily, Middlesbrough just below us also lost, so we didn't actually lose any ground, but the teams below, like with Hull and Fulham and Brentford, all on 27 points, so only a couple of wins away. So still got a nice little barricade. Like if we do lose a game, we still got a chance to stay in the top 2, and that's essentially all I'm bothered about. I don't see much of a difference between the title and getting automatic promotion. I know you get a nice title at the end of the season, but it's like it's not really anything that important. So we are going to go into the next game at Craven Cottage against Fulham. I'm going to be using this lovely black kit as I haven't really used it too much, and yeah, we'll probably go with a fully fit lineup. Here we are then at Craven Cottage, a very actually similar stadium court lane to what Craven Cottage looks like. Looking at the lineups then, they've gone for a 4-3-3. They've got Font, Rafalov and Mollo up front, Norwood, McDonald and Cisse in the midfield, Suarez and O'Doy at right back, Callas and Maddle in the defence, and then Bettinelli in goal. Obviously they lost players like Aluko, they lost Chris Martin, obviously who's playing against them. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we do against Fulham, who are currently in 3rd, so if we win this game, we could have a nice little buffer between us and the playoffs. There's half time against Fulham at Craven Cottage, of course. We just haven't really created anything so far. Got a book into Tom Huddleston, who's already on like 50% fitness pretty much. Probably on about 55, 60 in fairness. But yeah, we've got plenty of options on the bench to change the game if need be. Chance to take on the men and hopefully get a goal here. We could actually score from this with the shot, and Bettinelli with the save. Probably about our best chance so far in this game. We've not had many. We're going to go short from this corner. I find corners actually quite difficult this year. It's gone into Keogh. And there we go. We literally have our first good chance. We get a corner. And we've got the first goal of the game with our captain, Richard Keogh. I don't know if any of you guys saw the picture that Derby County did tweet when Keogh scored against Grimsby, I think it was. Incredible picture. I'll try and get a picture of it if I can. But yeah, just great to see him score. And first goal of the season. Nugent here on the ball. He's got two men in front of him, but can't really get around him with the pace that he has now. Into Jordan Ibe with the shot. And there we go, 2-0, 10 minutes to go, and we've wrapped up the game quite nicely. Jordan Ibe coming off the bench and making that impact. I feel like he's a bit more impactful than Andy Vyman and Russell. I feel bringing Ibe off the bench tactically is a lot better. Also, I feel like he's better on the left, but also Lawrence is better on the left, so it's a tough choice at the moment between those two. Nugent bringing the ball forward here. Now, what we could do is just pull this across for Winnell, and he can get a cheeky little goal there in the 90th minute. I believe that's his first goal for the club. I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that's his first goal, and he definitely does deserve it. In the last 3 or 4 games, I've given him a chance in the last 20 minutes. I thought I'd start him in this one at the cam position, and he's been in the right place at the right time to get that goal there. Let me just quickly check if it is his first goal or not. It is his first goal for the club. Nice to see him on the score sheet. And there it is, full time against Fulham, 3-0 away from home. I've just realised as well, we are actually unbeaten away from home at the moment, so you feel like at home you're going to be better, but at the moment we're actually doing better away from home, so bring on as many away fixtures as possible. And with that victory against Fulham, as you can see, we are 5 points clear above Middlesbrough, and then going down, Brentford are on joint, but then Leeds slightly less. Bit of training here, and as you can see, Brereton has grown to a 70 rated player. The problem is we have too many strikers. We just can't really find a place for him. I may try him out wide. I may do that in the future. Also, when we play against 5 at the back or 3 at the back teams, I'm going to go to a 2 striker and probably play Brereton and Martin, because I could see those two doing quite well. We've got a fee in here for Jakobsen from Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Going to accept the offer because 100k for a 54 rated player. I'm more than happy with that. I'm never going to use him, so get the money now and thin out the squad. Mason Bennett wants a chance to play. I think I'll do that in the next game. I think we'll give him a chance against QPR at home. May lose this game because we're at Pride Park, of course. We'll go for our home kit and we'll give them their away kit. Also, fitness is looking a bit low, so yeah, definitely Mason Bennett will get a chance. Into the game then at Pride Park against QPR, the replay of the playoff final, which we all know the result, but they are playing a 5 at the back, so straight away I think I'm going to change it to a 2-striker formation. They've got Connor Washington and Matt Smith up front, Freeman in behind, and Luangu and no, I'm going to try and say that other centre mid's name. Perch and Bidwell out in the fullback positions, and then is that Grant Hall in the middle, and Lynch and Baptiste. Alex Smithies in goal as well, but yeah, we're going to change it because literally every game we have played so far with the 1 striker just hasn't really gone too well, and what we could actually do is actually quite interesting. So got Bradley Johnson and George Thornton at the moment. What I'm going to do is pop Mason Bennett on the right, or do we play him in behind the striker and then Jordan Ibe on the right, because obviously Bradley Johnson can do a job out on the left hand side, but what we could also do is pop him at the cam position. So I think we'll go for that. I think that'll be best, because I don't think these two are really cam suited. They need that good passing ability that well, Bradley Johnson's not the best at passing, but it's a lot better than Jordan Ibe and Mason Bennett. Oh, chance here for QPR, and it is 1-0, just like that, literally out of nothing. Just a ball through, Forsyth misses it, and yeah, not much I could really do about that. Connor Washington scoring his first goal. What is it about strikers just scoring their first goal against us? It's like they've not done anything before playing against the person that's actually playing the career mode. Bradley Johnson here, going to try and long shot. Was dipping. Slight a bit, literally an inch more, not an inch more, but like a slight more bit of power, and that could have nestled into the back of the net. 1-0 to QPR half time then. Hopefully it doesn't end 1-0 like it did, well, it's like 4 or 5 years ago now. It's pretty long ago since we last got to that playoff final against QPR. Crazy how the two teams have gone in completely different directions. Like we're kind of competing for the playoffs, and they're just a mid-table-ish team. To Jordan Ibe now. Can he get the finish that we desperately need? We cannot get a goal for anything. We're trying so hard. QPR haven't had any chances since that goal. We've had about 5 or 6 where we probably could have scored, and we haven't. And it's just really painful. Ball through for QPR. It's gone back in the middle, and it has hit the post, and it's come out, and they've made it 2-0 and won the game there. Stephen Corker coming off the bench. He's playing like left wing for some reason. I don't get why he's playing all the way up there, but yeah, against the 5 at the back again, like Reading played. We just haven't been able to find that tactical formation to counter it. But yeah, it's one of them things in football. You gotta, maybe we go like for like. Maybe we go for a 3 or a 5 at the back, and maybe we'll do a bit better. There it is, full time against QPR in the end. So you see, we had more chances, but QPR obviously more effective with theirs, and yeah, we probably have dropped a few points on Middlesbrough, but luckily the next game is against Middlesbrough, but I'm thinking of saving that for the next episode. Player returns from injury. Mattia Vidra is in the first team now. We keep getting offers from the... I wish there was a way of turning off the international offers, in fairness, but I'm not too sure how you can do it. But let me just quickly check and see if we can actually play Vidra in the next game. Yes, we can. We can bring him off the bench, I think. I don't think you can start him, but you can bring him off the bench. So I'm thinking of moving Brereton on straight away, you know, because he just... every time I play him, he just doesn't... I don't know. He just doesn't have that knack of scoring goals. I know he's only 18, so he's got plenty... He's got, like, 10, 15 years left in his career, but I don't know if I have time for him when we've got other strikers that score plenty of goals. So as you can see by the table, Brentford have gone into second position, only 2 points behind us, but we are playing Middlesbrough next. So in the next episode, we desperately need to win this game, kicking it off with an away win at the Riverside, of course. Hopefully it's a Scan Stadium. I'm pretty sure it should be. Then we got Burton, then we got Barnsley. We'll probably go up to this Aston Villa game, and then we'll be in the January transfer window the episode after that. So make sure you do leave your comments down below on who we should be signing now, because obviously it takes about a month to scout the players. I'm thinking of getting a new cam because Baluli just isn't good enough. We're lucky though that Vidra has come back from injury now, and we can start scoring the goals again. Tom Huddleston, I'm probably going to look to sell him. That stamina just isn't acceptable. You literally can't do anything with him. It's not. I don't understand how EA can do that as well, because it's like, I don't know. It's not like I play him differently to how he plays in real life. That's how he plays. And it's not like the next game we can't play him in real life. But nevertheless, we're going to wrap it up here. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. Make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and see you soon. Bye.